Hello everyone. So today we're going to work on stances, how to turn, and blocks. Okay, so let's start it with the stances. But first, on the floor, you're going to see some white tapes. Okay, so these tapes represent the width of your stance. For front stand, this width is one hip width, okay, or one shoulder width, and forward going to be two shoulder, okay, which means 1, 2, okay, and one here, and you're going to see a white tape on my right. This is also one shoulder width or hip width. You see this tape on this side, this represents the length of my foot. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so as you see, this tape going forward, all right, the width of your hip, all right. So let's start with your hands on your hip and front stand. Now front stand, when you go forward, is one width, one shoulder width, two shoulder in length. To move forward, you're beginning by bending your knees slightly. Take your traveling foot, move to the center. Between these two lines, move your traveling foot to the center, and then go to the next line, okay? Front stand. Now, the back foot, keep it straight. Now, if you're not flexible enough, the back foot can turn out about 45 degrees. If you're flexible enough, try to turn forward as much as you can, okay? So the front hip, you need to square up your hip this way, all right? Get your hips sideways and shoulders sideways. So you don't want to stand like this. Keep it sideways. The front hip, you want to lock it. The back hip, you want to open it and relax it, so stretch it, okay? Now to go forward, you hip maintain the same height. Don't stand up. Stay same height. Moving the back foot to the center line, and then move forward, okay? And again, we'll move it forward, move it forward. Now go back the same way. You reverse it, and then step. Reverse it, and then step, okay? Now, to turn around on a front stand, all right, first we're gonna do a box turn, as if you're in a box. You got a front left, front right, rear left. To move, to turn around in a box turn, you move the front foot first. You move it over to the opposite line. Notice I'm turning my foot at 90 degrees, turn sideways. Then I turn around here, move the other foot over to the opposite line. Then, when that happens, I square up my hip, straighten up the back leg, then the front leg, keep it low. To go forward, I travel my traveling foot to the center line, and then go forward. Now, box turn again. Step 1, look. Step 2, square up. Okay, now we'll go forward again, right, in 1. Now, all right, ready? So let's do the box turn together. Ready? Step 1, and look. Step 2, square up. Going forward, and step 1, step 2, square up. Okay, all right. So that's the box turn. Next one is a short turn. All right, so short turn, I'm going to start here. Now that's when the other line come into play, okay? So short turn, you're in a, let's say you're in a front stance. The rear foot need to move. So in this case, when I do a short turn, I will turn and twist my front foot. I pivot and look. Then I move the back foot over to the other side, not to here, to the opposite, over. So you're totally different track. Okay, so let's do that again. To do a short turn, you're gonna go 1, look, 2, step over. Okay, so let's try going forward for that one, okay? So now we're going forward for front stand. 1, 2, 3, ready, short turn. Twist the front foot, look around, move the back foot. Now don't forget I'm in a different track. And then I will go forward, 1, 2, 3. Ready, short turn. Look and step. Okay, and then go to parallel stand. All right, now turn number 3 is a long turn. Okay, so long turn I'm going to use this and this. Long turn is when you're moving the front leg, like the name of the turn, you do it long way around. So from here, to turn around, you withdraw the front foot toward the rear foot, pivot that halfway, step through. Okay, so again, all right, long turn, 1, 2. All right, so from here I will turn again, 1, 2. Okay, that's the long turn. So let's do the long turn together. Ready, step forward, left foot, front stand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long turn. 1, 2, 3. Long turn. And paddle. Good. Okay. Next type of turn is a step turn. All right. So step turn, you go to a front stance here. Step turn, you move the back foot together with the front foot, but then turn it at 90 degrees. Move your front foot forward and then turn around. You're in the same track, okay? And then I step forward, right? I step, look, and pivot. Okay? All right, so let's do the step turn together. Ready? Left foot forward, front stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step turn. 1, 2, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step turn. 1 and 2. Okay, paddle. All right, so those are 4 basic turns. Now let's do back stand. Back stance, this is when this tape line come into play again. This is the width of my, the length of my foot, okay? So let's say I'm starting here and here. So in the back stand. So back stand is a single line, straight line, and it's not, perhaps it's not as long as the front stand, all right? So it may be a shoulder and a half, all right? So from here, back stand, weight distribution is 60% toward the rear, a little bit more rear. This case, you wanna square up the back hip and open up the front hip, pelvic, okay? Now to turn around on a back stance, we cannot do a box turn because we're not in the 2 line, okay? So we're gonna have to do a short turn first. Short turn, you're moving, twist the front foot, look around, move over a length of your foot. So in this case, this heel is gonna line up, okay? All right, so let's try that again. So this is 1, twist with on the ball of the foot, move the back foot over. Now, your weight is in the rear now, facing the other direction. Okay? All right, so let's go forward for back stand, okay? In this case, I want to move my left foot, stepping on this line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around, short turn. Pivot the front foot, move the back foot. All right, 2, 3, 4. And short turn. 1, move the back foot over and paddle. and then come back. Okay? So that's the back stance. Now, long turn on a back stance. So let's say I start 1, 2. Now long turn, I move the front foot. First, I need to square up. Right? So if we go like this and step, that can be kind of difficult. So I'm going to go, when my front foot come together with the left back foot, it's square up. Okay? Now, from here, I step around and pivot. Okay? So let's see that again. All right. 1, 2. Okay, and 1, 2. Okay? And that's the long turn. All right. So now, step turn on a back stance. Okay, on a back stance, step turn, just like the box turn, just like the front stand, step turn. I need to step up and turn that foot 90 degrees, step forward, and a back stance. So from here, as I step forward, I need to step onto this line. Right? Okay, and 1, 2. All right, step turn, step 1, step 2. Okay, so let's do the step turn together. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Step turn, step 1, and look, step 2, down. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Step turn, step 1, step 2. Good. All right. Now, horse riding stance. Horse riding stance, the same length as the back stand, but weight distribution is 50-50, even. Feet are parallel. And to go forward, you keep your step on the same line, body straight, and you look where direction of your travel. Step. Okay. All right. A couple ways to do a horse riding stance, traveling. First, we go right, switching legs like that, or together and step out. Okay? Or 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay? All right. So those are the basic stance and the basic type of turns. Now let's go to the blocks. Block together with the stances, and then we're going to travel as well. First, we're going to do low block. First, chumbi, breathe in, breathe out. For low block, the blocking hand will travel upward, opposite shoulder, right, palm facing in. Now, the other fist, the other hand, will cover this area, so protect here. Now, you don't want to open this space too much. Keep it closed in case the punch coming through the middle before you could block. Now, still here, you get hit, right? So close it, right? Your right foot travel on the center line, and then make your block when you land your right foot, okay? So again, 1, 2, and restart. Good. Let's try the left side. 1, right? So when I prepare, I already shift my weight to my right foot. So I'm beginning to move forward with the left foot. 2, and block. Now, when you block, the blocking hands slightly bend about a fist above your knee. Other hand, go by the hip, just right below your floating ribs. Not on the belt, right below the floating ribs. Okay? So let's do low block together, traveling forward, and we're going to use box turn. Okay, ready? So starting with your left foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, box turn, 1, 2, right? Step forward, 1, 2, 3, box turn, 1, 2, paddle. Okay, so let's do back stand on middle block. Middle block, you can also do middle block on front stand as well. But front stand is the hip and chest square, your fist still pointing forward, okay? Now, back stand, front stand, arm same position, okay? You don't change the arm at all. It's just the hip that's gonna change, okay? So now, let's do the back stand. So back stand, middle block. Middle block, blocking hand, start under, coming up, forming an X to your opposite side. Palm facing out, and when you step out, you're gonna turn it at the very end, both fists flip at the very end. All right, shoulder height, V shape. Okay, don't stick it out too far, not too low, not too high. Okay, all right, so let's do back stand, traveling forward. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to use short turn. Okay, now short turn, pivot, look, prepare, step over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Short turn, 1, 2, and paddle. Okay. Horse riding stand. All right. So we use a horse riding stand. Horse riding stand can be done middle block, high block, knife hand, or punches. Okay. So let's do horse riding stands on middle block, but this time we're going to do palm out, outer forearm, middle block. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now, if you do a short turn, since your feet are already parallel, you just simply prepare, look, and block. Okay? You don't even shift your legs at all. Now, if you were to do it on a step turn, step together, prepare, and block. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now I can do also a long turn. Cross, withdraw, and block. Okay. All right. Now let's go to high block. High block, we're going to use front stand. Ready? Now blocking hand will begin opposite hip, low. Right? And it will travel upward and then twist at the end. Now the middle of your straight of your forearm, not your wrist, right? The middle of your forearm going to be in the center line. 45 degree. This is about ear, line up with your ear. Okay, so don't go too square up and too close. It should be about that much. So you want to travel forward and not upward. Okay? All right. So this is what it looks like. Start, right? Again, I close this gap, palm facing out because it needs to twist. 1, right? Other side. Start. 2. Good. All right. So let's do it together. High block going forward. All right. For blocking, we always start with the left foot first. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's do step turn. 1, 2. Going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. step, turn, step, cross, block, paddle. Okay. Okay. So hopefully that's enough. There are other stances, other blocks, a little bit more intermediate or advanced, but this is enough. Make sure you have enough room at your house that you can practice. Okay, all right, and I'll see you next time.